got a request for Mona Lisa, a sketch. So I did my best. As most people know, Mona Lisa is a masterpiece in Italian Renaissance. It was painted by Leonardo da Vinci, and it's pretty much the most famous painting in the world, but I'll tell you more about it. We're gonna start with her head, okay? I did my best on sketching this. So just do a rainbow across the top. Now her bottom has a little bit more of a chin to it. Okay, and then it comes in over here. So we are gonna come in a little bit and then come out. Okay, it does come in just a touch right here too, so just a touch. And down here, she's got her chin. Okay, so she's looking that way, but her face is facing this way. So we're just going to do face, this is like the center of the face. Okay, there you go. Now we're gonna put in her nose, right there, and then her mouth. Okay, so we're gonna do her eyes. Her eyes are fun because they're kind of like, she's kind of, I think it's called smizing, where you're smiling, but you're not. You're just smiling with your eyes. Did you know that that was a word? I don't know if it's in the dictionary, but models use it. It's called smizing. It's where you smile with your eyes. Okay, and she's looking that way. And so when I looked at all the paintings, they pretty much didn't have a shiny, but we're just gonna do a slight one. Not too much, because she didn't really have a shiny. And then this upper lid part, you wanna make a little thick. Well, we might color that whole thing in. Okay, let's do the other eye. Where are you, eye? So, coming over. Color this in. And then she's got a big upper lid to her eye. Do the same thing on this side. And it's gonna goes around her eye. We're gonna be doing lots of shading. It's gonna go around, and then she's got the bottom lip, lid. I know it looks really funny, and it's actually connected right on this side, so we're gonna be shading. So anything you do, you wanna do lightly, because so then you can get it just the way you want and then shade it after. All right, so she has her nose, it has right here, big shadow here. And it's gonna come down, so that's all gonna be a shadow in there. Bottom of her nose. Nostril, and then here's her nose. And right here, gonna be a lot of shading in there. You kind of come over. So if I shaded, so I'm gonna come in and I'm going to shade. It's always better to do less than more, because you can always add more. It's just harder to add less. But this is kind of like the darkest spot, so I can do a little darker, but now I'm gonna go a little bit lighter. And you wanna go different directions to just make it look cross-hatching. And then right here, it's a little thicker. Okay, this can be darker, so we're just gonna come here a little bit more. And come down a little bit. And we can erase, yeah, let's erase this right here. The center. We don't need that. Okay, before COVID-19, an average of 1,500 people an hour visited the Mona Lisa. Wow, and the Mona Lisa is in the Louvre in Paris, in France. I've been there and I found out that most visitors, when they come, they go straight to the Mona Lisa. Because even though there's 6,000 paintings in the Louvre, 90% of the people go straight to the Mona Lisa. And I was surprised on how small it was. It literally is like this big, the painting. It's not very big. And you're just like, what? And it's just so popular. And it sits on an entire wall, just the whole wall, and just a little painting on the entire wall. And it's covered with bulletproof glass and some barriers. So you really can't get too close to it. But I do have a picture of me in front of it somewhere in my photos. So we're just going to give her some shadows in here. And I was one of those people because I had family outside because only one of my daughters wanted to come in and look at it with me. So we ran through because everybody was outside to go look at it. Because my 3-year-old and 6-year-old are outside eating ice cream with Grandma and Grandpa. And Dad. So we just ran in and found it so we can take our picture so I can say I've been there. But then as we're running out, I'm like, oh my gosh, there's so many other amazing paintings. So I want to go back and go. But nobody likes museums as much as I do. Oh, you know what? We're going to bring this in a little. Do you see how it comes in? We're going to bring this. Bring it in a little. All right. So up at the top here, she's got, it looks like a band right up here. Just make a line across here. And then this is her hair, her little partner hair. And we will do more details, but then her hair kind of comes out like this. Little lump there. Okay. Did I go too far out? I don't know. Okay, this side is going to come a little closer. And then it comes out. I'm hoping it's going to look better. I'm doing my best, you know. Here we go. In a short amount of time. Okay. Her lips. She's got a cute smirk on, but if you notice, it doesn't go past her nose really. So we're just going to go like this where her nose is. So we can mark it. And she's got a little bottom lip here. And just an upper lip. And the upper lip is colored in. So we're going to color in that upper lip. And the bottom lip, we're going to give it a shadow underneath. It has like pieces right here to make it glinty. And that nose, that looks too babyish. So we're going to give a little bit more to it. All right, we're going to put a shadow under here. Okay, and she's got a shadow underneath her lip. And we're going to give a little shadow under here. It's not looking like it, but I'm hoping as I go along, it's going to look more like it. So, I don't know if I might have come in too much on here. We're going to come down, maybe across here. Mona Lisa, Mona Lisa. Okay. A lot of shading. This is just a lot of shading. And I'm going to color this in a little darker here. And that's pretty dark. And this is really dark right here. So you just keep working it until it gets where you like, with a little shadow right here. It's going to connect into here. You can also use your finger. So if you like to rub, this gives it a nice softer look. Do you see how that softens it up? And we can put a shadow right underneath the eye here. All right, so her hair, it has cute little curls going down. They're very subtle if you look at the painting. And this is her neck, and it's going to go into a dress. And then she's got a robe that's coming over. And the dress is going to connect a little bit of cleavage there and some shadowing. So you're just going to do a little bit here. This is all going to be dark in there, but she's got lots of curly hair. A little bit peeking out, so you're just going to come in here. And she actually has a little bit of curly hair right here. And this part's going to be colored in pretty dark. And all of this is going to be dark. And then I put little wispy's hairs. So you can just come in here and color this dark. This is just a regular pencil. I just use a regular number 2 school pencil. And if you want to put a little shadow under the eyelid, I'm going to color this in a little more because her eyes are pretty deep and dark. And more curly curlies. And then she has a shoulder in here. And her hair's coming down. All right, we're just going to color that puppy in like this. All right, we'll come over here. So we'll come back to that. Bring this down, her arm, and then she's got that coming through, some wrinklies. I started to do the arms, but I gave up just because so much work just to do this. And then it has a trim on her shirt, so you can make it a little thicker. I know I get a little squirrely and I start somewhere. I'm like, I'll go to the next one. So this is like the ribbing on her dress. It's a little thicker at the top. Thicker at the top, bring it down. Excelente. You can make them all like different lengths because I'm just kind of cutting it off here. But I have to kind of finish that up here. And then all this is just going to be colored in. What else do I know? Oh, Mona Lisa. Oh, Mona Lisa has her own mailbox at the Louvre. That's the museum. It's called the Louvre. For all the love letters that people send the Mona Lisa. Ooh, I wonder how many she gets a day. Anyways, and I'm wondering, does Mona Lisa send things back, you know? All right, and then here with your finger, well, let's just do a light sketch here. You can just go like this and kind of like makes life a little easier right there. And then also right there. We'll put some more sketching in here. So all of this under here is going to be dark. So we're going to do this dark right here under the chin. Okay, and then now we're going to a shadow in there, and there's also a shadow on her face. So we're going to come in here, put some shadow on the face, go different directions, just give it some character here. And let's bring some more shadows in here. Okay, now her, let's see, definitely a little darker right here. Pretty decent. A little extra on the nose here. More shadows under the nose. Maybe we'll do a little bit more on the lips here. And put a little color on her lips by just going whoosh over the lips a little bit. Oh, and her cheek kind of comes in over here. All right. You know what? I'm just going to fill these in solid. They were kind of freaking me out. Just freaking me out. And I'm going to give her a little thicker upper lip here. All right, where else would I put more color? Right here, maybe a little right here. All right, and then over here, this is going to be a solid. Okay, oh, the painting, the Mona Lisa painting over the years has been attacked. Like, who would do that? I don't know. People do that. So acid has been thrown at it, and rocks that chip the paint, like, that is why when I went, it was behind like bulletproof glass. Like you couldn't even get near it because they just were sick of people like hurting it. Like, why would somebody throw artwork at a painting? I do not understand. Like, I don't know. What's the point you're trying to get across? Doesn't make sense to me. One thing about the Louvre, there's so many paintings, 6,000. There's paintings in one part of it, which is so cool. It's like there's paintings on the ceiling, there's paintings on the wall, like wall-to-wall paintings, like Renaissance, old, like awesome paintings. So you're just gonna be coloring in her hair as dark as you can. We want this dark, 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 dark. So you're just gonna keep going over it a few times, go different directions. And if, let's see, she's not looking too bad. Definitely needs more shadowing, but I'm using my pencil here. So I'm just gonna color this in. Oh, see, I'm starting to, the pencil's starting to go down. Ah. But I think you get the gist of it, and you can keep working it and keep looking at the shadows. You can come in here with your finger and blend these a bit if you want. You can even come up into the hair and just mix that in to make it softer. I would make this side even darker. Come in here and get some more of those shadows in here because there's some spots that are darker. Of course, you want to look at the original painting, not mine. I mean, if you want to get the full look of it, but this will get you started, you know? You can just touch it up, make it look good. And these ones have like lines. Oh, my pencil's going. It's going. And you're just gonna put some lines in here. All right, that looks good. Make this dark, 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 dark. That's not bad. I mean, probably a little bit more shadowing here. I think there's a little bit more shadowing here. It's pretty dark right here. Dark right here. Starting to look more like the Mona Lisa. You just got to keep working those darks and lights till you get it just the way you want it. I think I need to cut off some of that face there. It's hard with just a pencil trying to get things darker and lighter, but you just have to keep going over it. Anyways, all right. Keep working at it. We'll check you later.